Losing a mother is an immensely profound and life-altering experience that touches every corner of one's existence. A mother, often seen as the cornerstone of love, support, and guidance, plays an irreplaceable role in her children's lives. Her absence creates a void that resonates through time, altering the fabric of daily life and reshaping the future. The journey through grief is unique to each individual, marked by an array of emotions ranging from deep sadness and longing to moments of reflection and cherishing memories shared. As we navigate through the pain, we also discover the strength of the bonds that bind us, the resilience of the human spirit, and the enduring nature of love. In remembering a mother's legacy, we find ways to honor her memory, carrying forward her teachings and love in the way we live our lives. The path of healing is gradual, filled with moments of both sorrow and solace, as we learn to live with the loss, finding new ways to feel connected to the essence of who our mother was and always will be in our hearts. Travis Nunes and Ashley Rhodes grew up in Lincoln, California, with their two children, Bradley and Easton Nunes. Rhodes was a full-time mother and entrepreneur, recognized for her contagious smile, friendliness, and sensitivity. Rhodes and Travis worked hard to make sure their children had the best of everything. They were frequently photographed with their children, but no one could have predicted that a horrific tragedy would soon impact their lives forever. Rhodes and Travis accompanied their children to a pumpkin farm on September 26, 2022, to celebrate Bradley's birthday. They took a few shots there, not realizing it was their last few moments as a family. After spending a few hours together, Travis and Bradley went bowling with Rhodes and Easton. Rhodes had intended to stop for dinner on her way back, so that the four of them could eat together at the dining table, but fate had other ideas. Travis was concerned since his wife and children had not come home 3 hours after leaving the pumpkin patch. He had no idea Rhodes and Easton had died in a car accident just a few miles away. Travis got into his car and drove home the way his wife would have. When he saw officers at an accident scene on Lincoln Boulevard, his heart skipped a beat. Travis found out why his wife and child hadn't returned home when he approached a police officer. A train collided with their car at a railroad crossing between Lincoln Boulevard and Ferrari Ranch Road. "I'm sorry to inform you that she died," one cop informed Travis. After discovering that Easton had been brought to the UC Davis Trauma Center, the bereaved husband rushed there. Little Easton was in serious condition in the intensive care unit of the hospital. Travis was promised that his child will heal despite having 2 shattered femurs and severe lung damage. Travis described himself as a fighter, much like his mother. While Travis was heartbroken by his wife's loss, he had to be optimistic about his son's recovery. Travis has been by Easton's side since his hospitalization. Travis informed his child of Rhodes's death on September 29th. Easton's father was annoyed because Rhodes was his closest friend. Travis spoke out, tears welling up in his eyes and his lips quivering. Travis returned home after alerting Easton of his mother's death to inform his young daughter. The father had not anticipated having such a difficult discussion with his young children. In the meantime, Travis's family helped him by creating a GoFundMe fundraising campaign. Brian Nunes, the organizer, asked for funds to aid with funeral and hospital expenses. He observed that, while Ashley's death has left a big need in so many of them that words cannot fill, she has also left them with countless memories. He said, "As one would guess, the families have been on an emotional roller coaster trying to make sense of this dreadful and heartbreaking loss." He had hoped to raise $150,000 and was nearly there as of October 3rd. Medical personnel chose to discharge Easton from the intensive care unit after witnessing his extraordinary recovery a few days after the tragedy. Travis felt better knowing his child was improving, but he missed his wife terribly. He stated that he would be as powerful as Ashley desires. Easton was permitted to return home in his wheelchair on October 2nd, but he still couldn't stand on his own. Doctors were hoping that the small child would recover quickly. Meanwhile, authorities investigated the incident and determined that the train crossing gates were operational. Travis, on the other hand, pledged to look into this and seek clarification. He continued by saying that she is priceless. It's a miracle his child is still alive. Travis expressed his emotions on his Facebook page by publishing a heartfelt letter. He expressed his wife's wishes after thanking everyone for their unwavering support during his darkest days. Travis blamed Rhodes for his son's survival. He thought she sacrificed herself by participating in the horrible catastrophe with Easton and saving her baby's life. We send our heartfelt sympathies to the Nunes family during this difficult time. We pray for her soul to rest in peace and for strength for her family to cope with this tragic loss.